Alrighty, so back for another lift. Definitely on the later side today. Fix my music up. There we go. So, another day, another lift. We're gonna be hitting some good old arms tonight. So, definitely a later lift. It's 1 a.m. right now. But since I am on that night shift schedule, it's actually not too bad for me. Yeah, this will be a late, Friday night arm night. So we got it's October 18th now, but this is like Friday, October 17th. Late night arms. Yeah, I ended up doing some meal prepping. So that's why it took me a little longer to get out today. I got up today around I slept in a little bit, so this is my weekend now. So I got today off, I got tomorrow off, and then go back to work Sunday night. But yeah, I got up around 6 o'clock today, played with the kitty, went to Walmart, went to Costco. I don't know how much ground beef I bought. So I went to Costco. Usually I buy my ground beef at Walmart, which is kind of sketchy, not the greatest meat. But today I ended up going to Costco, and I bought this. If I remember, I'll put a picture. I actually took a picture of it. I bought this huge tube of lean ground beef. So I think it was 7 pounds of beef. So I ended up just doing my good old ground beef, rice, veggie, stir fry kind of meal prep, which I like to. I don't know. It's one of my favorite things to eat right now. I've always been a big stir fry guy, even before the gym and all that. I don't know. It's kind of what I like to eat, like a stir fry. But yeah, I cooked up that, made 5 meals. So I got 5 really freaking packed meals of protein. I actually couldn't fit all of the ground beef in the 5 containers, so I had to grab an extra container and just put some of the ground beef in there. Probably snack on that today. Alright, when I'm doing the edits for this video, I'll snack on some good old ground beef. But yeah, arms today should be a really good lift. I mean, since it is late 1 a.m., I doubt there's going to be anybody there. Maybe a couple people. A few of the night shifters like me. Yeah, I don't know. I always enjoy lifts like this where I'm kind of just, taking my time. I get up. Since I don't have to go to work tonight, I don't really have to do anything. I can just take my time, go to the grocery store, wake up, have a coffee, have something to eat, kind of just chillax a bit. So that way I can go into the gym full energy, fully prepared, hydrated, good mental space, everything's going right. Probably just gonna do kind of the same. I mean, for arms, it's kind of the same workouts. So when it comes to arm days, I feel pretty dialed in. Out of all the muscle groups, my arms are a decent size compared to the rest of my body. So I never really had a hard time growing my arms. And on arm days, I do enjoy doing supersets. Same with my shoulder days. So I usually do always like to start off with triceps for some reason. It usually just feels better. I don't know. I've done either or. It doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you feel like doing. But probably just start off with good old triceps, and then we'll smash biceps. I am going to try to do some forearm stuff. Some hammer curls. Maybe even do some reverse curls to really target that brachial radialis, I think it is. Good old forearm muscles. Yeah, should be a good one today. I freaking forgot to weigh myself again. Completely slipped my mind until right now that I'm thinking about it. So, kind of slacking on that department. I wouldn't be surprised if my weight did slip a little under 211.5. Because, I have been eating pretty good, but, I think, what was it, the last 2 days or the last Yeah, I think 2 day. Like I've been out of my meal prep. Like I kind of ran out of my meal prep food. So when that happens, usually I'll kind of like my eating is like not at 100%. So might be a little lighter than 211.5 right now. Like I don't feel as like bloated and full lately. So definitely on the lighter side, if I had to guess. Still really good strength though. Still really good recovery. And yeah, we're almost at the gym now. Probably just gonna cut the video here. I don't know if I'll be talking during these sets, but I mean, I usually these last couple of workouts, like I find I'm getting a way better workout when I kind of just film the sets and like no talking. Because like in the first couple videos that I filmed, I was like trying to explain what I was doing for like each exercise, which I don't mind doing. Like I do enjoy doing that, like giving a little explanation, but I think it kind of distracts me from like just going as crazy as I can for that set. Because like when I go into my working set, I like to have like the right song playing, you know. I like to be like as hyped as possible going into that set. Kind of like to like mentally prepare myself to just like go super hard. So looking at the gym parking lot, there is one car there, and I know that guy. I know that car. He's one of the regular night shifters. So that guy's pretty chill. He'll just be doing his own thing. So yeah, probably won't be many people there. Yeah, it's like one or two. So we'll see if I end up talking during these sets. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, the arm workouts. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, at the gym now. So I'll see you guys in there for our first working set. Let's get it. Ooh. Ooh.
All right, so we'll do one more of these and then we'll switch over to some overhead. Feeling pretty freaking strong though. So on this cable stack, it goes pretty heavy. So this one goes up to 400 pounds on the single stack here. Um, right now for this set, I'm gonna do 340. So we're almost full stacking it with like really good form. So when I do these, this kind of set, I'm really trying to just put all the tension onto my tricep, obviously. So the way that I do that is I lock in my entire upper body, so only this part moves like that. So if you find yourself like doing this kind of motion where you're like bringing your like this part of your arm is moving, that's not very good. So try to keep everything locked in like this. You probably have to lower the weight, but you'll feel a much better like contraction on your tricep and more weight like loaded onto this muscle here. So lock in, try to just only move this part of your arm. So what I try to, like my cue is my bicep here, I kind of like keep everything tight. So I don't let anything come out, try to keep it tight, like that. As well as I really like to get like a deep stretch. So when I first started doing this, I wouldn't really come up too far. I would kind of just, like my range of motion would only be like this bottom part, which you will still hit your tricep. But if you let the weight come up a bit like this and you hold that tension on your tricep, it'll load it up way better. So try to get up to there, full stretch, then down. Keep everything locked in. So yeah, we'll try to go absolutely crazy on this next set. Pretty decent weight. Got some good music playing, so go fucking crazy. For this next movement here, I'm gonna do some overhead extension. So hitting the long head of the tricep. So I'm just gonna use this bar here. And then I'm gonna superset it with this rope. And we're just gonna do some push downs. Just like the first set. So since nobody's in the gym, I'll just use both the cable stacks here. And we'll try to go absolutely crazy. And this should be good. Like we'll probably do 2 sets here of the superset, 2 or 3. Try to burn the triceps out completely, and then we'll move on to some good old biceps. So, let's get it. Ooh. Let's head to the car.
Nothing better than leaving the gym knowing that you absolutely killed it. Another really good lift today. Damn, very good lift. Leaving the gym 2:45 in the morning. There's only one guy in there when I was leaving. So, not many people there in the middle of the night, which is fine by me. Just means I can do more supersets, use the equipment, and not have to wait for anything. Definitely really nice to have your own, like, personal gym pretty much if you do go at times where there's not as many people. Because to buy the amount of equipment that's in that gym, to have like a little home gym, that would cost a lot of money. Although, if you are looking to build like a little home gym, you truly don't need too much equipment. Like, unless you're like a professional bodybuilder, you know, if you're just trying to get in shape, you know, build some muscle, as long as you got like a bench, you know, some dumbbells, a cable stack. Like, the big thing I feel like is the cable stack, and those are like pretty expensive. But if you have like one cable stack, two cable stacks would be perfect. But yeah, some dumbbells, bench, a cable stack or two. Like, yeah, you only don't really need too much stuff. You can really kind of MacGyver your own exercises and, like, you know, figure out what works for your own body. But yeah, really good lift tonight. The triceps are feeling pretty strong, actually. Like, going into that lift, like, in the back of my mind, I was kind of thinking, ooh, right tricep is feeling a little wonky again. But just like yesterday, warmed up the tricep, got some blood in the muscle, and that little area right here, which I get a little bit of soreness, just kind of melted away, and I was able to press pretty heavy. So, like, depending on what cable stack you use, the weight will feel a little different. For example, the first couple sets when I was at the cable stack, that is like the converging kind of cable stack. That's what I call it. Because, like, the two posts are pretty close to each other. They're kind of converged. Those stacks go up to 400 pounds, it says. So that, compared to the other cable stack that's in that gym, those only go up to, I think, like 250. So, but the weight difference. So if you put 100 pounds on the first cable stack compared to the second cable stack, completely different feeling. Completely different. So, like, when I was doing those tricep pushdowns with the bar, I was able to almost full stack the weight. So on that stack, it goes to 400. So I think I talked about it in the video. But yeah, that first couple sets, like that was some pretty heavy weight for that stack, and like it felt really good. So super happy about that. The tricep extension overhead, that also felt really good. I used that stack, and on that stack, the one that goes to 400, I feel like I can go a little bit higher. So I raised the pin to the highest point, and I had I don't know, it was a better range of motion compared to the other cable stack. Because the other one, I feel like it kind of hits my head, like it's not high enough, but definitely gonna use that one when I do the overhead again. Yeah, good lift. Feeling really freaking pumped. I never really have a hard time connecting with arms. You know, if you look at my overall physique, usually what people will comment about is my arms. Like I've always enjoyed doing arms, and I think that's probably like one of the bigger reasons is like you can normally tell what body part people enjoy working out just by looking at them. Because if you enjoy working out legs, let's say, your legs are probably going to be one of your better body parts. So like for me, I've always enjoyed arms. So my arms are like a decent size, and like I don't have a hard time connecting with my arms either. Like it's really easy, like the mind muscle connection for me. I've never had a really hard time with it. Whereas like chest, most guys love hitting chest. But like for me, I don't know, ever since I started working out, I just always had a hard time with chest. I had a hard time connecting with my chest. I never felt good. Up until recently where, I don't know, I think it just comes down to like doing a lot of chest movements. Like I think I just needed to like put my body through a lot of just like, I don't want to say practice, but just a lot of chest sets where I'm just pressing a lot. That was like kind of like the bigger change that I made, was just increasing my volume of pressing, because I feel like I'm just getting better at pressing overall. And this kind of relates to like other lifts as well. Like if you're an untrained like lifter, if you don't work out and you want to start working out, some of these movements, especially like the free weights, it's going to take a lot of practice. And like when I started working out, this was back when I was going to Crunch Fitness, I think, in Whippy. At Crunch, I started doing like more free weights. Like that was kind of like my second gym. I started at Fit for Less, doing more cardio, trying to lose weight, trying to lose the body fat. And then my second gym was Crunch, and that's when I kind of wanted to put on more muscle, because at that point I already lost like over 50 pounds of body fat. So when I was in Crunch, I was like a smaller, skinnier guy now, and I was looking to put on more weight. So what I used to do was I used to just put up my phone. I'd tilt my phone. I just put my phone on the ground, tilt it, like using a weight or a plate. And I would record myself doing back squats. And I would record myself doing flat bench press. Those are like the two movements where, for me, oh, and deadlifts. There was a period of time where I was super into deadlifts as well. So for those like big three, the squat, the bench, the deadlift, like kind of like your main like bare bones principle kind of lifts, your SBD, those three lifts, I used to put up my phone, I used to record, and I did that a lot, you know, because I had no idea what I was doing. So like I was watching YouTube videos, I was watching power lifters, I was trying to learn the form because I didn't want to hurt myself, and I wanted to like properly do the reps. And that really helped me, you know. A lot of people will just go into like a squat, they don't really know how to squat, but they're loading so much weight, they're risking their spine, there's a really high chance of injury. And at the same time, there's like a low amount of weight actually being, like, if you load so much weight on a squat where you're not even able to do the squat correctly form-wise, your legs aren't even really, like, yeah, they'll be lifting the weight, but a lot of it will be like your back, it'll be all, your whole body you'll use all the muscles in your body just to get that rep out. Which, if you're trying to grow your legs in a squat, using your back, using your hips, using your glute, like using any body part you can just to kind of struggle the weight up, it's not gonna like result in any growth of the muscle, really. It might for a little bit when you're like a really new beginner, you'll still get gains from that. But the longer you do it, the more you'll start to realize that like doing proper form, like really trying to target the muscle that you want to grow, that's the important part. The weight, like the number of the weight doesn't matter. And that's what people focus on way too much is, oh, well, how much are you lifting? Are you a 225 bencher? Who gives a shit if you're a 225 bencher? You should just be focusing on like the rep quality, like getting quality good reps in, and doing that over a long period of time with good food, good sleep, good hydration. That is the key to building some good old muscle. Yeah, super good lift. A little bit of a little rant. And the other thing I wanted to touch on was like one of the guys I work with. He might be watching this video right now. I'm not gonna say his name, but one of my good buddies that I work with, really freaking nice guy. Love that guy. He was saying how he does he messes around with music and stuff, so like he makes music on the side. He's like that's kind of like his hobby. So he was saying how he's gonna work on some music for this channel. So that'd be freaking sick. Have like a little intro for these videos, or like I always use those beats or whatever when I'm doing my sets. So maybe if he makes some music, I can put that over the sets, because I don't want to get copyrighted. And if he makes the music, then the only one copywriting will be him against my channel, and I don't think he would do that. So yeah, really nice of him to do that. Really nice guy. He's always giving me good compliments. He's always such a nice guy to work with. So yeah, it's good to surround yourself with people who, you know, good people that'll bring your mood up. You don't want to surround yourself with people who are mean or, you know, assholes. So I try my best to be friends with people who will honestly better my own life. You know, you don't want to surround yourself with people who are just going to like bring you down. You want to be around people who, you know, you have similar interests with, you know, that are just good people overall. And like at my job, I've actually met a lot of good, very good people. You know, I'm very grateful for like the people that I've met at my work. It's like my favorite thing about my job is like just talking to some of the guys there. So yeah, we're almost home now. There's another topic I really wanted to rant about, and I guess I'll save that for tomorrow's video. So had some lady like dancing on the road there. I don't know what is going on. 3 in the morning. I don't know what she's on. Holy. But yeah, I'll save that little rant for tomorrow. I was gonna talk about like mentality and like the whole mental side of things and how it relates to lifting. Because I definitely think the mental side of things is a lot more important than people make it out to seem, especially when it comes to like motivation and dedication to the gym and dedication to any like everything overall. A lot of it comes down to just the mental side of it. But yeah, I'll rant about that tomorrow because it'll be a leg day. It'll be perfect as like a little intro to the video. So if I remember to talk about that, we'll do it. But other than that, I'll cut the video here because I'm almost at the crib. 3 in the morning, gonna slam some freaking food. Got my meal prep. And since we are doing legs tomorrow, I'm gonna try to like get a lot of food in tonight. That way I'm like fully carved up, fully hydrated, absolute max recovery and energy. So that way I can absolutely kill it for tomorrow's leg day. And yeah, I don't know what day we're on. I completely forget the numbers. But oh, another thing before I forget, a lot of rambling today. We're up to 21 subscribers, I think. 21 or 22 subscribers, so that's freaking sick. The goal is to hit 50. But yeah, not too concerned about the numbers. Just want to make these videos for fun because I'm enjoying it. So I'll leave it at that, and I will see you guys for tomorrow's lift, and we'll destroy some good old legs. So let's get it.